I'm coming to you today with a heavy heart. And while I don't want to take away from the episode you're about to listen to, because it's a very special one, I had the opportunity and the joy of interviewing my daughter, Emily, who is 14 years old and a shining star and one of the brightest lights in my life. I don't want to take away from the joy that she brings or the fun that we had and the opportunity to sit down with her for a solid hour and discuss our relationship and life and music and faith and all the things that we get to talk about. I don't want to take away from that because that was so special and is so special. And I'm so excited to share that with you. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that my heart is heavy, that this has been a really difficult week to be an American. And I don't say that in a way that's full of shame. I'm proud to be an American. I love this country. I love the people in this country. Regardless of what you believe or who you are or what you stand for, I think every life has value. And that goes for the unborn too. When I heard the news of Charlie Kirk being shot yesterday, I was shocked, but immediately hoped that it was another failed attempt on his life, just like we saw with our president, just like we've seen time and time again in this country. Unfortunately, this was one of the times that it was successful. And I hate to even use a word like successful. It is jarring to my spirit in so many ways. But what's also been so jarring and so upsetting is the response of so many people to spew hatred, to point fingers and to say he deserved this, to say he was a vile human and spouting untruths and hatred and inciting violence, and so therefore he deserved to die. I just disagree with all of it on a foundational level, but regardless of what you thought of him, no man, no human being deserves to be executed the way that this man lost his life, defending his faith, defending his God, defending his country, standing up for what he believed in. I don't think anybody should be taken from us in such a vile way, regardless of how vehemently you may have disagreed with him. The joy I'm seeing online from people who did disagree, or those that are so ready and willing to throw his own words in his face and take things out of context. I'm not saying I agreed with everything Charlie Kirk said or did or was, but what I am saying is it shouldn't matter. His life mattered. He was a father. He has two small children who will never know him. As a mom, my heart is broken. And I've had people mock that online saying, oh, your heart is breaking. Well, what about the kids in Colorado? I need to say this. Being sad for the loss of one life and one situation and speaking out about it does not negate the sorrow that we feel for every human life lost in tragedy in this country. What about the young woman who was murdered on a train in, I believe it was Charlotte, stabbed in the neck for being? What about the children that were praying in church, that were at school where they should be safe and feel safe and were in a place of worship that had their lives ripped from them far too soon? What about the children in Colorado whose lives were also taken in such a disgusting and evil way? Of course, being sad about Charlie Kirk does not make us not sad about these other things. These are all horrific losses. My heart is grieving. My spirit is sad. And this podcast is called Jesus, Coffee, and Wine. I've shied away a little bit from being bold in my faith and sharing that because I, believe it or not, like me or not, I have such a heart for other people that I never want to offend. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to condemn you for having different beliefs than I do. And I still don't. But what I will not do is shrink down and allow those with opposing beliefs to mine be the ones to be the loudest, while I just simply am respectful enough to let them shout in my face and tell me how horrible anyone who disagrees with them is. I don't think you're horrible for disagreeing with me. I don't think you're horrible for not being a Christian. I think that God created us all in his image, all of us, every single one of us. And he sent his son to die on a cross for the sins that we cannot escape in this world, in our own power. He loved us enough to do that. I believe that. If you don't believe that, I still love you. Why? Because he called us to do that. And that is my foundation. My foundation is in Christ. My faith is in Christ. My whole identity should be, if I call myself a Christian, in Christ. And I am called to love you. And I do. That's the thing. It's not just because I'm told to. I'm not just being obedient. Are there people that I have a harder time with than others? Absolutely. Are there people on this earth that I think are filled with pure evil? 100%. But I will never celebrate in the loss of a life, not of an unborn child. I will unapologetically always defend the lives of the unborn. I will never celebrate the loss of a man, any woman, any child, at any age, with any background, of any religion, of any race, of any nationality. I will never celebrate the horrific losses that we are seeing, and I will not be villainized for standing up for what I believe in, just as I believe you have the right to do as well. I'm sorry for the soapbox. I'm sorry this is not what you signed up to listen to tonight or today or whenever, if you are listening. I only have about a handful of you listening anyways, so for those of you still here, thank you. And for new people that may have already shut me off, okay. If one person hears my heart that didn't know me before and can come to a place of understanding, then that's what I'm here to do. I'm sorry for the soapbox. I'm sorry for the rant, but I can't ignore what's going on around us, especially as a mother, and especially as I'm about to introduce my daughter, who I love so deeply. I love all of my children so deeply that I need to leave this world a better place for them. And if I can't do it on my own, which of course I can't, and of course I won't in my own power, I'm going to go down kicking and screaming and die trying. That's what Charlie Kirk did. My daughter, Emily, is our future. All of our children in my home, we are a household of faith. We have strong, resilient, faithful, kind, dedicated, hardworking kids. And I'm so thankful that I get to witness their lives and I get to witness them living out their faith. Emily's just one example of that. I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to watch and witness, have a front row seat to her life. So I'm going to stop rambling now about the horrific events of the past week. Thanks for letting me get it out, and I'll let you hear the fun I get to have with Emily. Episode 6 of Jesus, Coffee, and Wine. Like mother, like daughter.
Okay, we're sharing a mic because we don't have to, just like we share our life together. I gave you life, and here we are. You're on my podcast. I feel really cool. I feel like this is a rite of passage for me. Does it feel like I'm cool? Does it make it less cool or more cool that you're on it?
I always make things more cool.
So true. Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay, so we're just going to do a series of questions and answers. I'm going to ask you some questions. You're going to ask me some questions. Do you want to answer first or ask first? My lovely daughter.
I'll answer first.
You'll answer first.
Scared.
Why are you scared? Okay, so I wrote questions and I put them in a hat and she's going to pick and then she has to answer. She has her questions for me in front of her. So but neither of
mine
us
on my phone.
know. I don't even know like topic or themes or anything.
Kind of random.
Okay.
There's like one half serious one. The rest of them are completely ridiculous.
Okay.
Well, they're not ridiculous, but they're fun.
Okay.
I'm scared. I can't even imagine.
It's not that. Would you just read the question?
What is your favorite memory with me? Definitely going to Disney. What birthday was that?
It wasn't a birthday. When you were like 7, maybe, Joe and I decided to take each of you guys on a one-on-one trip.
Mhm.
It was like really special time. And you and I went to Disney together.
I actually went twice. It was a great time.
Can you elaborate? What do you mean?
No, what do you mean? Like,
Why was it so great?
I don't know, just like just like having like one-on-one time and then like being at Disney, obviously it's Disney. And just like, I think we both grew up with Disney princesses. So like having that was really fun.
Mhm.
And like, I loved Disney princesses. I was such like a princess
Yeah,
child.
you still are.
Still am. Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, I'm excited for a question.
Okay, this one's okay. What was your favorite subject in school?
English
Obviously.
was definitely my favorite subject, and then I became an English major in college. Oddly enough, as I have admitted on this podcast in other episodes, which I know you haven't listened to a single one, so you don't know this information.
I've seen bits and clips on
She's
TikTok.
seen my TikToks. She is on TikTok. Find her.
Emily Grace _ B.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Wait, no, I lied. It's Emily _ Grace B. Go follow me. Thank you.
Very good. Okay, so do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. As I've said in other episodes, which she has not caught up yet, I'm sure she plans on listening to all of them. I'm not much of a reader. Yeah, I'm not much of a reader, which is shocking because I was an English major, but that's just a personal flaw and something I need to work on in my life.
Yeah. I feel like I should be reading more. Read maybe a book every 2 years. If
You don't
I
have
to.
time. We don't have time.
Any spare time?
No spare time.
Literally zero.
No.
The spare time I have, I'm driving in the car to Greece.
That's so true.
Okay, is it my turn?
Not Greece, the country.
Not the country. I
would like
wish.
to go there.
I already. We made a deal that after I graduate, at some point, we're going on a girls' trip to Greece and living out the Mamma Mia fantasy I have in my head.
Who made this deal?
I told you that at some point in my life, I was going to take you to Greece.
That is very different.
Well, same thing.
I mean, I'm in.
Well, have to go.
No, I'm in. Okay, next.
I think I
All
forgot.
right, this is a question for you now.
Yes. Okay. In what ways do you think we are alike and also different? I feel like we're like the same in ways that we get agitated. You definitely gave me like English and like writing genes, not math.
That's true. I did not. I did pass on my lack of ability to do math.
I can do it. I'm not good at it. I try my best.
Same.
Get there.
I'm going to be a little leading here and ask for maybe something else that we're alike in other than the way in which we get agitated.
I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. I'm not good on the spot.
Well, all right. That's your answer. I guess I have to take it.
Well, no. Well, like, also, like, I think when we're determined to do something, we do it. Like, you through work, and right now, me through dance and whatever activity I'm doing. If I'm doing a musical or if I'm doing, like, an extra dance thing, I'm, like, set on that. And I work hard until I do that. Like, I learned my dance team dance last week, and it's now engraved in my brain because every night I've been doing it in my room before I go to bed. Like,
you're a hard worker.
I work so hard in things that I do. And I think when we both have that motive to do something, we like do it.
Okay, that's better. Just how agitated we. Sorry. I don't feel like I get agitated that often.
Definitely. Anyway.
Okay, question for me.
Do you wish you did a different sport than dance growing up? And if so, which one and why?
Okay, this is twofold.
Okay.
Yes, I wish I did other things. Like I, at one point, wanted to try basketball. I wanted to try volleyball. The second part of that is that I am not very athletically inclined. And so I was petrified of looking stupid and failing, which is also a character flaw. Because
we both, that is something else we have alike.
That is so true. And I wish I didn't pass that on to you because I think I would have enjoyed a lot more things in life if I had gotten over that fear and that trepidation and just gone for it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would have been a basketball star. I mean, I'm like 5'2.5".
I feel like that's how we're different though, because I like, if I can't do something, I like try it and then, but like, I'm not like, I can't do that. Like,
yeah,
I go and
so many things. Yeah.
You've
tried so many things.
I did try basketball. I played basketball.
First of all, you didn't try. You played and you played well. You played really well.
Yeah. I played basketball. Like, run. Like, I tried doing like that stuff. In like 5th grade, I did like that track and field stuff at school.
Yeah.
And then like, I was, but like,
but you did basketball. You did gymnastics.
I did do gymnastics.
You did Irish dance.
Irish dance. Oh my gosh.
Killed it at Irish dance.
Funny story. Last weekend, I got to Irish dance at my family's Irish festival, and I had a bunch of people come up to me after be like, oh my gosh, you are so good. How long have you been dancing? And I'm like, I quit 3 years ago, but thank you.
Well, you are very good at it. And when you were dancing, you did do really well, but there are only so many days in the week,
right?
And we couldn't fit it all in.
I did a bunch of competitions in and out of state, and I got 4th overall in
Mhm.
Kalahari when I was
Yep.
like 7.
You
I
were
was
a
like
little older than that, but
maybe,
it was
but around that
you
time,
did a
I
great job.
was, but that's definitely something I love doing.
Mhm.
Okay, do I ask a question now? Or no, you ask my turn. Yeah, because
Whose turn is it?
well, I asked you what sport you wish you grew up.
Yeah. Okay, your turn to pick.
Okay.
I mean, so far this is going great.
Yeah.
I feel like we're killing it.
Okay.
She can't read my handwriting. The mic is right here. They can hear you.
Okay, I thought you were gonna
What
put that out.
irritates you the most? Like, it can be about me.
Okay, I have 2 things. One is when I go to do something and then you're like, make sure you do that. And I'm like, because then after you tell me to do it, I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I'll be like hardcore, like cleaning and organizing your room, and you'll be like, your room is a mess, clean it up. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. So then I leave them.
Moms,
And then also
help
when
me out.
I've already taken my medicine, and you're like, make sure you take your medicine. I'm like, I took it 20 minutes ago. Did you correct? And I understand you want to make sure I don't die.
Yes, pardon me for wanting to keep my daughter alive. Also, the question didn't say, to be clear, the question didn't say, what irritates you the most about your mother? The question said, what irritates you the most in life?
Okay, I have a better one than that then.
I'll take it and I will learn from it and we will grow and be better. But I'm not going to stop trying to keep you alive, to be clear.
This connects to more of my dance world, is like when I'm with a group of people that aren't as driven as I am towards one thing, even with like school projects or whatever. If I'm working really hard in like a group thing and nobody else is, and I put my all into it and they're just kind of there, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to fail because you don't feel like doing it. I'm going to work harder so that you are like, dang, maybe I should be actually trying for something that I'm supposed to be working at.
I fear I have also passed that on. I'll just do it myself. Attitude. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's a little wisdom though. Well, actually I don't have any because I still feel that way. I'll just do it myself. I don't have any. Maybe I should, but actually I do this. I can't help. Sorry.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yep.
Do I ask? Okay. If you were my age now, so like if we were the same age at the same time, do you think we would be friends? Or would you hate me? Or would you think, wow,
No.
I don't know.
Okay, what was the rest of that?
I don't know. I was just,
Okay.
if you were my age now, if we were the same age at the same time, do you think we'd be friends, or do you think we'd be like opposites?
I think I would want to be your friend. I'm not certain you'd want to be mine.
What do you mean?
Well, okay, so are we talking Katie at 43 as a 14-year-old or Katie at 14 as a 14-year-old?
Katie at 14 as a 14-year-old?
I just fear you would have hated me. I mean, what I mean is, okay, I wasn't part of the cool kids club.
Me either.
Shout out Julie Miller. Check her out on Spotify.
Go listen to her on Spotify.
Emily does the background vocals.
I'm a background vocal. Yeah, go check her out.
Go check it out.
She's great.
J
Millie. Tag her.
Put it on the screen.
Julie Miller, sponsor me.
Okay. Anyways, I wasn't part of the cool kids club. I wasn't a nerd. I was just this is going to surprise you and everyone listening. I was very opinionated and
Shocking.
I kind of didn't keep those opinions to myself, which made me less popular.
I feel that. I'm very unfiltered when I'm like with people I'm comfortable around. You would never guess if I'm like alone or if I don't know anybody like around me, I'm to myself in the back. Like,
yeah, I feel that. I was the same way.
Like, but when I'm with people I know, I'm absolutely insane.
I wouldn't call it insane, but I will say vocal.
I would.
We'll call it vocal.
Well, okay.
And I enjoy that about you. Here's the thing. Do I think we'd be friends? I would hope so. I think I would have been intimidated by you. I think I would have been intimidated by your style, by your beauty, by your talent, by your humor. I would have wanted to be your friend. I would hope that we would have been friends. I love your faith and your heart. And I think like your boldness, I was never even half the girl you are at that age. So I would hope that you would have been kind enough to befriend me. Slowly little me.
So
yes,
Katie.
That's how I feel.
Catherine Fischette.
Do you think, oh, You pulled out the maiden name. Do you think
out.
you at 43 would be friends with me at 43?
Probably. I actually do feel like I would. Because I feel like we have the same perspective on most things.
Mhm.
I also think that there would be like a few things where I'd be like,
Such as?
well, okay, I feel like I'm like you, I have very strong opinions, but I'm not very vocal about some of them.
Okay.
Like, for example, like if you and dad say, like, obviously, like you and dad say things that were okay in like your time. No,
Wow.
that's not what I mean.
It's okay. I like this. I like
Okay,
this.
but like that aren't okay to say out loud now. And I won't make more dad than you.
Okay,
but
I'll
like
take that. Yes.
definitely like a few things where I'm like,
What are they? I want an
no,
example.
it's like comments I don't think I can vocalize.
Said I?
No, just like I don't know how to explain it. Gosh. Like
I feel like this is an opportunity for me to grow. I would like to know an example.
like I feel like when you're like frustrated about someone in public, like
Okay, I believe what you're referring to is that when I am, we'll go back to your word, agitated with someone,
yeah,
say in a public setting, and I feel that they are being rude or disrespectful or are wrong in some manner, I respond, it's fine.
okay.
I will respond sometimes vocally and in a way that I think I'm being quiet, like they won't hear me, but I know I'm saying it loud enough for them to hear me,
Oh,
which I'm not saying is a good trait. I'm just saying that that is my passive aggressive behavior. But in
Got it.
moments where I do feel like I am, like justice needs to be served, I do that. Own that. And that you're right. That is not a beautiful piece of my heart. But if you piss me off in public, or if you are rude to one of my friends, which is an example that she is referring to that we are not going to
we're
name
not
names,
gonna name names.
I will often say things like, I don't even know what I said in that moment.
But you're like, it's just rude and disrespectful. But I know it is, but those are inside thoughts.
Those are inside thoughts. All right, I'll work on it. But
Exactly.
sometimes it's just, I'm not going to say like, oh, that's who I am and excuse it. You're right. If I am in turn being rude or disrespectful, I need to work on that. But I also want people to know when they are being rude and disrespectful.
All right.
Okay.
Can I pick
All right. Yes. Where did we leave off? Who asked last?
Was that off?
Oh, I
Who should be
asked,
friends with?
my question was, oh yeah, no, but then wasn't the irritating question? Was that
Yeah.
before that? All right, pick another one.
I'm just gonna pick another one. Okay. What are 3 words you hope people use to describe you? Okay. Actually, because it's like back to school season, I've had to do so many like
Oh.
about you
Mhm.
forms, and you had to be like, use 3 words to describe you and your learning style. And I was like, okay.
I don't care about your learning style.
I know. Okay. But now
Fair.
I'm just saying now I have like prepared ones. Okay. One, I definitely say dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
Because like we were saying earlier, when I have like my mindset on something, it is like all I think about.
Okay. That's a good one.
2, I hope people think I'm caring and empathetic.
You are very, I always describe you as empathetic.
Cause like if I see someone like struggling in any way, I almost have like it like clicks and I'm like, okay, something's off.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to like help any way I can. Like if my
I
friends
love that about
if
you.
my friends are going through something, I do everything I can to like help them. Like I remember one time my best friend was like really struggling about like stuff because like a lot of stuff was going on in like her family and stuff. And I just like we like hung out and I got her Starbucks and we were just like sitting and we watched her favorite movies. Shout out 10 Things I Hate About You.
Mm-hmm.
Best
Classic
movie-
that I did
Best
introduce you
movie
to.
of all time.
Just gonna take credit for that. Thank you.
And 3, I hope I'm funny.
You are funny.
I hope I make people laugh. That's like my favorite thing to do. If I can make you laugh, you're amazing.
You are very funny. You are very empathetic. I actually think I would use those 3 words to describe you. Okay. Can we do a part 2 to that question?
Do you think you're French now?
I don't.
She's practicing French for France and she's practicing.
Okay. Part 2 to that. I'm afraid to ask, but now I have
I
to.
can't even imagine.
What are 3 words you would use to describe me?
Okay, this is actually hard.
Skip the irritating part.
Oh my gosh. I think I'd also say dedicated, but more in like working way because like you like for photography and stuff, you book out months and you book out more than you know you can do because you like you're like, I'm gonna do it. And then with like going back to school, like that's definitely like you're like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
True.
And I definitely got that from you. Next, I'd say like you're quite like helpful in like physically and mentally. Like I know like you're a great friend and like you're good at talking to people.
Thank you.
And you're helpful to me in like
Keeping you alive.
and also like in little ways, like making sure I get my stuff here from dad's and making sure I have a ride to everything, that I'm at dance on time and school on time, and that everything is always, that's my third word, organized. You are the best organizer I know, and I'm just the quite opposite. You are very type A and I'm very type B.
You think you're type B?
I think have you ever met me? My goodness.
But
My
it's so
bags,
funny
my
because-
room is unorganized, my life is unorganized.
Okay. But it's just funny because I am very type A. Your father's very type A.
He's like type C. He's like a little bit of both.
Yeah, I'll give you that. All
Because,
right.
like,
Then
there's
yeah,
certain-
okay.
And then like maybe I'm also like him in that way, not like because like I have like my schedule down, but like if I have everything like that I usually do down, but like if I have like I'm always forgetting everything. I can't remember anything. Today I was doing my homework and I was like, or no, I was in school and it was lunch and I was like, what do I have next? I have geometry. Didn't do my homework. So I literally did
week 2.
all of my geometry homework during lunch. Like,
Did you get it done?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
You're welcome.
Of course you did.
Because I can like, but like when I work better under pressure,
Same Z.
but not, I can't like think under pressure though. Like when I, like when I have to like write something in a certain amount of time, I'm like, "Ugh." But like also I get it done, but it's just probably not my best. Because I really like having time to look it over and just any work or anything I do in general. Like before I go on stage, like the day of my recital, I'll like randomly be like, I have no idea what I'm doing in this dance. And I'll like,
I always used to feel that
look back
before
and
going
I
on
just
stage.
like, me and my friends are looking back at videos and we're like running them in the wings because we're like, well,
Same.
we'll
I
see.
think every dancer goes through that a little bit. Like I remember totally forgetting my dances every rehearsal and then panicking before going on stage. And then something takes over and either you remember or you just make it up. Because
I was at rehearsal for Fringe
yeah.
and like, I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what's next, but like my body was on autopilot because I've known it for so long that I just did it. And I was like, don't remember doing that.
Yeah. Well, that does happen.
But it's so interesting.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
I just do it. Okay. Is it my turn to ask?
It's
Another question. You did musicals growing up, correct?
couple.
Well, you also directed some. So out of musicals that you've done and directed, what's the favorite musical you did and why?
Okay, well, I didn't direct any musicals, to be clear. I did own a dance studio.
That's true.
And I directed those shows and put those together. I was in Grease, the musical, in high school, which I loved.
I love Grease.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
had
it's
so much
top
fun.
10. I need to do it in my life before.
And then I was in a lot of musical theater numbers throughout my dance career, but I don't think I ever did another full show.
Really?
Well, when I was younger, I did in our elementary school. I was Jasmine in Aladdin.
Yeah.
A Whole New World.
Great.
I don't think I did, but anyways, when I owned my dance studio, I think my favorite thing to do was I would do like a big production number, and I did From Rent, Seasons of Love. And when we did it, I had a screen come down, we had photos of the year, and it opened with like, you saw everyone's like feet, and I just loved being creative in that way and owning the dance studio, like those things. I loved that creative piece to it, but like the business side and all of that was very, very stressful. And I was very young and I was working full time. And but that element of it was my favorite. So I would say my favorite thing was to like produce those production numbers. And that one sticks out in my mind because it was like my first year.
Yeah.
And I did that song and it was just really meaningful. So I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Is it my turn to pick one? What's one thing you think I can learn from you?
What's one thing you think I can learn from you? Just to be clear.
Gotcha. Okay.
How to not be passive aggressive vocally in public.
Public etiquette.
Yeah. Hold that.
I feel like that is like probably the main one, but also just like I know I seem all over the place, But being all over the place is the only way I, like, figure it out.
I get that.
Like, in the morning, it seems like I'm rushing, but truly, if I'm not rushing, then I'll just sit there
Mhm.
and not get anything done.
I get that, though.
Like, I need time to be rushed.
Mhm.
I need like, I will not do
I do
anything
get
unless I
that.
have, like, I'm on a time crunch, because then if I don't have that, like, motivation to do it, again, I won't do it. That's, like
Well, believe it or not, I don't know if you realize this, but I'm actually the same way.
Really?
Like, I don't know if you ever realized that, but, like, when I have somewhere to be or we have something going on, like,
Mhm.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm rushing
Yeah.
and I'm, like, getting everything done in a shorter amount of time. I'm much more productive, and I do think that you get that from me. I think my panic and, like, my frustration comes out because I am concerned of what other people are perceiving to
Yeah.
be a flaw in you. So it's almost like this weird defensiveness
Mhm.
where I'm like, Emily, hurry up, because I know, the twins are waiting or Joe's waiting or Liam's whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I'm frustrated almost in defense of you, but I know
Yeah.
it comes out a lot where you're like, Mom, because I'm the one who's like saying it to you,
Mhm.
but it's because I know other people are like
Right.
maybe waiting in the
Yeah.
wings. And so I kind of am that like mediator. And I do, going back to what you said, I do well. Thank you. Organize and keep everything moving.
Mhm.
But it is that managerial, like management
Yeah.
piece for me where I'm like, I know all the moving
Momager.
parts. Yeah, I'm a momager.
What a stage mom.
I truly am. No.
Not a bad stage mom.
Thank you.
I mean, like, not in, like, a, like, obsessed.
Delusional way, like that person I was being passive aggressive to.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like, in a way where you're like, okay, everybody do this and this and
Well,
this.
and I think
just,
because there's 8 people in our house, like
it's
I
like,
know all of
yeah.
the I know all of the pieces. And so sometimes like when I am the messenger, it comes across like, what the heck? But like it's because I know this person's frustrated, this person's worried, this person's sad. You being 2 minutes late is going to set this person off. And so like
Right.
I'm doing all of the
Right.
managing, and it comes out as like me being the crazy person, which is fine because that's my role as the mom. But just to give you a little insight.
Yeah. Okay. My turn to ask a
Mhm.
question. What's your favorite childhood memory?
This is a tough one.
Really?
Yes. Here, don't hit the mic because it'll make noise. That's okay. My favorite childhood memory.
Hello?
Siri?
Your phone is. Do you want me to skip that one?
No. I think my best, I think my favorite memories are like, I don't have a singular one that sticks out. The ones that come top of mind are being with Janelle and Christina, my 2 best
Yeah.
friends.
Auntie Nelly.
Yeah, Auntie Nelly. Those stick out to me, just so many sleepovers and play dates where we would just like belly laugh for hours. Those are some of my favorite childhood memories. I think if we're talking when I was like really small, I remember going to the circus. I remember making Christmas cookies. I do have like moments, but I don't know if I have like a favorite childhood memory.
No, that makes sense. Like, it's like I feel like that's mine too, because there was like so many different experiences in a way, like even just like the difference between like you and dad. Like one I just like remember very vividly is Christmas when me and Liam got our like Jessie and Woody dolls, and like the way you like hid them and like made us find them, which was like so fun. That was just like something. And then like, dad and his traditions. So like just like going to Kelly's and like just like little stuff like that.
Is
I
an
think.
apple farm.
Yes, sorry. Kelly's Apple Farm. Also sponsor us.
Yeah. I'll take sponsorships from my 20 viewers.
Any.
It's fine. I'm still waiting for Juicy Juice to sponsor us.
Oh, they're not. I have plenty, and then I have a little surprise.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's your turn to ask me anyways.
Okay. What's your favorite? Sorry. What's your favorite Taylor Swift album?
Ooh.
Okay, I want to know one for lyrics and one for like the vibe. I want like a vibe, like your favorite vibe, and then like your favorite one with lyrics. Because
okay, well, my 2 favorite albums are Lover and 1989.
Right, classics.
But I mean, lyrically, All Too Well.
10-minute version.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
I watched this thing. Taylor Swift, originally, she had just written like a bunch of different bridges and a bunch of different verses. She had like, before releasing like Red Taylor's version, she had like said that she had like all these like verses and bridges that she never released, and the fans were like, we want to hear it.
Right.
And she was like, I think it was on the podcast. If you saw it, then you would know. But she was saying like,
on New Heights
Yeah, New Heights.
Shout out Travis and Jason.
If you
In
want to
case
do a
you're
collab,
watching.
if
Yeah.
you want to do a collab, let us
we're in.
hit me up.
Yeah.
Let me know. Anyway, she was like, okay, I'm going to throw them all into one song. And All Too Well was my favorite song to scream at the Air store.
So lyrically, that song is just genius, in my opinion.
So good. I can literally sing every single word.
I feel like 1989 was when I really fell in love with her.
Yeah, because I was dancing in the living room to Shake It Off every day.
But that summer, I just remember like I listened to it a bunch. And then I think, Lover is just, I just love the songs on Lover. I just think it's like such a vibe.
Like, I feel like it's such like it was such a time for her. And like, although it was with He Who Shall Not Be Named. You know who you are. Obviously he's watching this. You know. I feel like
he's going for a ride on his scooter.
Just going right on my scooter. Just riding away.
Okay, but wait, this brings up something I want to touch on.
What?
So it's a little off topic from our Q&A, but just on the Taylor Swift issue.
Okay.
So a year and a half ago, you went to a service where there was a preacher who was talking about idols and was saying said something about Taylor Swift. And you were very upset. And I told you, I understood the point the preacher was making.
Yeah.
Hold on. But I didn't necessarily agree. She was kind of picking on Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift's so popular right now.
Right.
But now even like on TikTok and on social media, like as a mom, I've seen a lot of Christian creators, be very vocal about Taylor Swift is a witch and Taylor Swift is this or that. And you can't call yourself a Christian and love Taylor Swift. And then I've seen other creators who are like, I love Taylor Swift and I love Jesus, and like, chill out.
Yeah.
And I very much think the spiritual realm is real. I think a lot of celebrities are involved in things that we would not want anything to do with spiritually. And things are hidden in plain sight and all that. I also think that there is room to enjoy an artist like Taylor Swift within reason, without idolizing. I think there's a way to enjoy entertainment without making somebody an idol. And I very much would call myself a Swiftie. And I know you call yourself a Swiftie. You know way more than I do.
I mean, I think...
But in our defense, I just think you can be Christian and a straight. I just need to say that. I think it's important.
Yes. The problem with me when I was like upset about that wasn't the fact that she was like saying that people were idolizing her. I totally agree. People are insane, but people are also insane about other celebrities. And I think because just she has had such a long impact. I mean, she's been on top for the past 20 years that like people especially are like Taylor Swift, of course. And I felt like not like convicted because I was like, oh, I'm worshiping her. That wasn't it at all. It was the fact that like I felt singled out specifically because I was like, okay, yes, I see where you're coming from and people can definitely tone it down. But at the same time, me listening to Taylor Swift does not get in the way of like me doing my Bible study. I go to youth group every week. I go to Young Life. I do everything I can to maintain my relationship with Jesus. And like, but also, I'm going to listen to Taylor Swift because I mean, I've listened to her since I was 4 and I listened to her all throughout when I was in the hospital. I mean, it's going to sound crazy, but like, that's like almost like, it just brings me back to like
it's something you enjoy.
It's something I enjoy. And it helped not like her specifically, but just like having like, just like her lyrics were like so specific to like a point in my life. And I'm like, okay, like I got through that. And it's like not in a way where I'm like, she saved me. Cause I'm not saying that. No. And I would never say that. I'm saying that in a way it was like, she was there. Not in, that sounds really weird. No. And that sounds really idolist.
Cut it out.
Thank you. Could not spit out the words.
No, but I think that's a really good point. And I think, I think there's room for it and I will defend it to the death because I think there is Christianity and there's faith and then there is legalism and there's judgment. And like, I'm just not here for that. So,
I mean, I think it's almost more normalized for Taylor Swift hate than it is to actually like her music at this point.
Yeah, and I think especially among legalistic Christians.
Right. And I like see where they're coming from in certain songs and in certain lyrics, and I just choose not to listen to that, and I will, but like I'm not going to stop listening to the songs that like I enjoy because someone says that it's demonic. Well, look, because there are, I keep hitting it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to. Because like I definitely see where they're coming
But
from.
it's like you could take any artist in history.
Right.
Like even Shakespeare.
Right.
And there's things that he wrote that are perverted. There are things that he wrote that are, murderous and negative.
Right.
But we still can appreciate the art. And that's how I feel about Taylor Swift.
Me too.
I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not calling her a murderer.
Yeah.
I
No.
do think there are maybe elements of her entertainment that are questionable at times.
Yeah.
But I think that's where our own convictions and our own hearts have to come into play. And it's your relationship with Jesus, not anyone else's, to say you may not blank. Like there's nothing biblically that tells you you cannot be a fan of something.
Right. I also think that there's like a perspective where you cannot like her music or you cannot like the vibe of it, but like you can also respect that she's worked really hard to get where she is today. She like her parents helped pay for the first like year, like her first album or whatever, but like it takes a lot of work, time, and effort to stay on top for 20 years. And she's extremely talented in that way.
She's honestly one of the greatest poets of our generation. Try to fight me on it.
Try. Okay.
Love you, Tay.
Sponsor me. I'm going to have everyone sponsor me at this point.
You. How about just an invite to the wedding?
Yeah. Can I get an invite? I will gladly. I will dance down the aisle. I will sing. I will be there.
Other perspective.
Watch out.
We'll just stand in the corner.
Wait. What if I like dressed as a bush and was just like hiding in the tree?
Now we're
okay. I have to.
Question?
What makes you feel most love? Okay. My love language is very much gift giving. Not like this isn't for you specifically, just in general.
Yeah.
Ever since I was little, like if I had a friend and it was a holiday, I was buying or making little things to give to them. Like, that, like all my life. And like when it comes to birthdays, it's my favorite thing to get my friends gifts. Like, for example, I'm not going to say who yet because she might be watching.
Probably not. But
anyway,
fine.
I've had her gift for a birthday or Christmas in my mind for like months now. And
sweet. Well, you're very thoughtful.
And when people remember small details that I said a long time ago or do something that they know, like this, like literally the tiniest things. Like when what happened? I forget what it was. I had gotten a concussion and like.
Why you forgot?
Okay, you know what? Anyway, I had a concussion like a few months ago and Dad was like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to go get you some Gatorade because they said you need electrolytes to stay hydrated. When he came back, he had also gotten me flowers and my favorite, like the True Fruit, like strawberry chocolates. And I was like, yay. And like for my birthday, like my friends are like family friends. They like remembered like these socks with Bible verses on them from like October that I mentioned maybe once. And they got them for me
in August.
Yes,
that's great.
And I was like, thanks, guy.
That's very sweet.
It was just like very, like, so definitely just like whenever someone knows like the smallest things.
Well, because it makes you feel known.
Right.
What's your favorite gift you've ever gotten? Ever in the history of ever?
As I used to say, I came up with that. Just thought I'd point that out there. Really? The best gift I've ever gotten. That's like, it's a really hard question because like, I mean, definitely the tickets to Taylor Swift, like the Eras tour in general, just being able to go. Yeah. Like if I'm thinking like physical gift, just something that I maybe had like forgotten I like wanted, but like still knew I really wanted it in the back of my mind, or I just didn't think I would ever get it. And like something like that. I am forgetting now what it was. I can't remember anything. Like I said earlier, I don't know, but just like things that people like are like, oh, I remember you saying this. So I'm like, you remembered something I said?
Yeah, I get that. I feel that way.
Yeah. Too. Okay. I think I have one more question for you.
Okay.
Or no, I have two.
Are yours all gone?
No, I have like one more. But then I also have something else. Okay.
You had one the whole time?
Yeah. I just wasn't using it. Can I reposition myself? Anyway.
Back.
We're back. Okay, we're back. Okay. My next question is, what's something I say a lot that makes you mad when I say it? Like, not like something like actually rude. I'm talking like something that just is like, what? Why? Like that, like annoys you. I think I know what you're going to say when I wrote this, but I want to see what you actually say.
Is it I don't know?
That was one of them. But like also, I truly don't know sometimes.
Okay. But that is not the biggest, I don't think there's like a thing you say. I think sometimes, and I get why you do this because I'm the same way, but like I will be telling you something, but before I finish, you are like, I know, but you don't even know where I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I finish, I'm like, but if you let me finish, you wouldn't be upset.
I was thinking more like goofy things that I say. I was thinking like
see? It's like you saying I was irritated. Yeah, that did come to mind.
So when my brain rot.
Still don't know what it means. It's
Okay.
fine. Don't explain it.
Okay.
No one cares. It's fine. I mean,
I care.
You
Sorry.
guys love it. It's for your generation. Let us old.
It's so brain rot. I think I actually did.
Okay, wait. Talk in the mic.
I already
Okay.
done that one, and I just put it back. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Okay. I don't have a specific one, but definitely when I've done like different theater camps and stuff and like had different directors and they like give your perspective, and especially when I did a camp over the summer where brought these like not old, but like I didn't mean like old in age. I meant like older, like from many years ago, Broadway stars that did a camp and came in and they were giving us all this advice, and they just just told you exactly what like the industry is looking for. And I was like, see, that's what I need. I don't need like the like itty bitty like be yourself. I need like hardcore what they want. I think that's like super helpful.
Okay.
Yeah. Great. Okay. My next one for you. When you look at me, what's the first word that comes to mind? The heck was that?
Okay. Say it again.
My next one is, what's the first word that comes to mind when you look at me?
Love.
I'm doing this for love. And love will see me through. The way you said it just made me think of it. Legally blonde. It's from What You Want, actually.
Okay.
What You Want Part 2. I could totally be wrong on that. Do not.
I think love, and I always hesitate to use the word pride when I talk about you or any of the kids, because I feel like when parents say, I'm so proud of you, it somehow makes it about them.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Like, I don't feel, I know mine too.
I'm like,
I don't feel like I should or can or even want to take any credit for any of your successes. So the pride, like there is pride there. I'm so proud of you, but it's more like I'm so happy for you. Like I only want the best for you, and I want better for you than I ever could achieve or do. And that's not pressure. That's just like my heart for you. And so instead of saying proud of you or like that I feel pride when I look at you, it's more that like I'm just so in awe of like great you are and your bright future, and like I'm just like I'm happy for you when you are happy and like have success.
That's so cute.
It's true.
It's true. Okay. I have 2 more in here, and then that was all I had for you, but then I have like a few things that I wanted to ask. Tell me about a time you saw me when we were in the hospital for my allergies, and last summer you were just like you were like hyper, like
when like from the shower when we were there.
Yeah, like you were like fairly calm, but also I could tell you were freaking out.
Okay, well, I was also 8 months pregnant.
Yeah, that's true. Well, no, I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. I was trying to. I was working hard at trying to remain sane in a very stressful situation with a lot of hormones going on. So you're not wrong. Is my point. I'm not defending it. I'm saying that's probably accurate. Okay, I'll take it.
Okay.
I feel there's probably worse, but I'm glad that that's the one you picked.
I already did this.
Okay.
Now, I have written down about 8 things about me, and I want you to guess what I wrote for the answers. So basically, I'm going to ask you what's my... Okay, I'll just give you the first one because I wrote it as an example. Like, what's my favorite color? Are you serious?
Pink? Purple?
Pink? Ruby?
That poor child. She's very precious.
Very cute. Okay. I was going to take pink or navy blue.
Okay, pink. Well, I definitely, pink was obviously my first answer. Pink was obviously my first answer, not favorite answer. But I did say purple second because I was thinking like when you were a baby and growing up, I made you a purple baby instead of a pink baby because I felt like pink was too cliche.
Yeah. Now Ruby's all over the place.
Ruby's pink. Her room is pink.
It's like dusty red. Like these chairs.
Yeah. So, pink.
Okay. These all should be things that I've told you at least once. What was my favorite dance from this past year from recital? Little context, we did a Michael Jackson themed recital this year. It was called Wanna Be Starting Something. That was the theme, and it was lit.
Okay, Thriller?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Basically, Thriller, a few people from my class were like selected because we did a master class with someone from MJ to do
The musical.
MJ the musical.
The touring.
Yes. To do like an extra dance with the seniors. And it was like, because it was like the people that got selected is like the people that are like really dedicated like me. And we like just got to do such a fun dance with the seniors. And like, it was so cool. And just like the way, because like Thriller is such like an
Such a classic,
an iconic song that like, I think like our choreographers were just so fantastic.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Side note, I did a dance to Thriller once when I was probably your age, and we sucked, but it was fun.
Ours was so fun.
Yeah, yours was fantastic. Really great.
Okay. What are my current top 3 artists, music artists?
Okay. T Swift.
Right.
Abby. Gracie Abrams.
Yeah. Okay, there's one. Okay, I'm going to say this little disclaimer. The last one, I haven't really talked about her that much, but like I'm hardcore on it right now.
Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
Feel like that was a fair guess.
Yes, it was, but also
hold on. Can I get a genre?
it's kind of okay. She's kind of pop, but also alternative.
Oh. I was going to say Lainey Wilson. I know you really like her.
No, I like Megan Maroney.
Megan Maroney. That's what I meant.
Really close, but there's one more that I was thinking of.
Alternative?
Megan Maroney's definitely an honorable mention. I was going to take
Okay.
Gracie Abrams or Megan Maroney, but there's one
Okay.
more. I don't think you're right.
Yeah, well, you obviously haven't told me. Who?
Billie Eilish. No, her recent album, Hit Me Hard and Soft, Wildflowers, the best song. And Love of My Life. It's a good song.
Okay.
Anyway, okay.
For the record, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
This is like one of the things where she did quiet.
Okay, I have 2 Starbucks orders and give me one of them.
Bored. Something about a pink something refresher with lemonade and extra peach juice or something.
You're really close.
Okay, stop hitting the mic.
Me too.
Stop. Okay, it's the Summerberry refresher.
No.
Not Summerberry. No, the strawberry refresher. No strawberry pieces.
Yep.
With peach juice.
Yep.
Is that the whole thing?
Strawberry acai lemonade refresher with peach juice.
That's no. With all
that one's a really long one. If I get that, I pre-order it so I don't have to say it.
Yeah, and then the other one is it a blonde vanilla latte with cold foam cream? Is that it?
Yeah. It just needs to be blonde espresso.
Yeah, I said blonde.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Look at you go. Okay. What's my favorite Bible verse? There's 2. I will take either.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know the answer to this, but I'm gonna just shot in the dark. Is Jeremiah 29:11 one of them? No, for I know the plans I have for you.
No, I have. So my number 1, because it was like my favorite growing up in like 4th grade. It was like Colossians 3:16. Let the message of Christ dwell among you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom through psalms, hymns, and songs from the Spirit, singing to God with gratitude in your hearts.
I love that.
And then my second favorite, or not second favorite, but it's
another fave.
Just another favorite is Matthew 18:21 and 22. And it's, then Peter came to Jesus and asked, Lord, how many times shall I forgive my brother or sister who sins against me? Up to 7 times. Jesus answered, I tell you not 7 times, but 77 times. So that is why my favorite number is 77. Did you know that?
But doesn't it say 7 times 70?
It says 77.
But 77 times. What's the NIV? Okay, but look at no, I just want to look at different versions.
Wait.
Oh, well, that's weird that yours doesn't have other versions. Anyways,
well, I do know that it's 77 or 7 times 7, but that's why I like those 2.
Yeah, I love that that's one of your favorite. I think that actually is a really challenging verse.
Yeah,
very challenging.
It's like last year, just a lot happened through like forgiveness and just like that like at Flower City, or not Flower City, but I was at youth group one night and it was like, it just like spoke to me and I loved it so much.
I am going to say proud of you for that, because that's a really tough, like I struggle with that.
Yeah.
But for being your favorite verse, like that says a lot about you and your desire to, I think it speaks to your empathetic nature as well. But like, It's just like a beautiful part of you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What's my favorite dance genre?
Contemporary?
I was gonna take that or like Fosse, because
Yeah. I know you love that. Like,
Fosse. And then okay, I have 2 more.
okay.
What's my current favorite Taylor Swift songs? I want to take like 2 because there's so many, but like I want you to
Current? Well, I know you love All Too Well, 10-minute version.
It's like it's up there. Now that it's like September, October season, it's like
Gotta love it.
But then I'm gonna give you a hint because there's so many. It's currently off of Torture Poets Department, the anthology.
Is it The Alchemy?
It's that Peter.
I don't know that one. I don't know it.
My gosh, that's not good.
I'm sorry. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
It's really good. Okay. And then what was my favorite show that I ever did?
That you ever did?
Okay.
Or your favorite show?
No, my favorite musical that I've done. And there's one for like, just like fun wise that was like super fun to do.
Mhm.
And then there was one that was like just so like
Your favorite you ever did was Footloose?
kind of. It's that one. I had like a bunch of like 2 answers for all of these because
Okay.
like I wanted to give you some wiggle room.
Okay.
So that one, and then
What?
you can do it. I believe in you. What was one that I wanted to do for literally my whole life?
Legally Blonde.
Yeah. Miss Brooke Wyndham right here.
That's right.
Anyway, my favorite show to do because it was fun to do with like people and the environment. Because it was not my favorite show to do.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Because you're with all your friends.
I was with all of my friends that were like a year above me. And my director was my favorite director I've ever had in my whole entire life. He's the best. He's like
Shout out Wambler.
Shout out Wambler.
He's not listening.
What
It's
if he
fine.
is?
What if he's not?
Wambler, we miss you.
Singing.
Oh, you're singing Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. And yeah.
Wow. That was really good.
Thank you. I thought that'd be fun.
That was super fun.
Fun. Do you have any you want me to guess?
All right. What is my favorite pastime?
What?
What's my favorite thing to do?
Well, like you were on like a crocheting and knitting kick for like a while, so I want to say that, but I feel like it's not that. Is it just TikTok?
Wow. No.
Okay, this is really hard because I feel like I never see you when you have like time
Time?
yourself.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But I do feel like my favorite thing to do when I just like have time is like to just like hang out with you guys.
Aw,
That's true. If I'm not exhausted, if I'm not working, if I'm not
so like maybe 0.7% of the time.
No, it is. It is. I believe it or not, I really enjoy hanging out with you.
Aw.
So I don't want this to end because I feel like then you're going to go back to not talking to me.
Wow,
Just kidding.
that's rude.
You do talk to me.
What? Don't
No.
hit the mic. Of being able to do that.
Yep.
So fun.
There you have it,
Kisses.
folks. The mother-daughter relationship. I love you.
Love you.
Thanks for doing this.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for making me a little cooler.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being honest.
You're welcome.
I'll try to be better.
Okay.
Love you.
Yay.